November 2019 New Zealand Trucking Magazine main test is the bold Volvo FH16 750 HA 8x4 rigid logger, owned and operated by Reed Enterprises of Ruakaka in the far north. Reed Enterprises 2006 Limited is not your average log truck operation. Ben's his own man, a woodlot man, and the Reed trucks travel anywhere and everywhere north of the coat hanger, that is the Auckland Harbour Bridge, to retrieve wood from private stands of every size, shape and location you can imagine. Ben's brigade really has a sweet skid site. His trucks are set up for their line of work and the drivers masters in the art of patience. In this game, stuff gets bent and people get hurt if haste appears anywhere in the day's activities. Ben and Leisa Reed are big Volvo fans, and a year ago their FH16 540 got a bigger brother in the form of a mountain-crushing FH16 750 Bush Special. It's a bloody good truck, said Ben, pointing at the FH13, sitting happily in the yard. Don't get me wrong, but I thought I could make it better for our work. I'd always wanted one of these, he said, looking at the FH16 750, and man, it took some getting. The first thing we looked at changing was the I-shift. Low gear isn't quite low enough for us, and it's not uncommon for the clutch warning light to come on. So I wanted the crawler gears added, said Ben. Second was clearance. We needed more ground clearance, so I wanted straight beam front axles. So that's what the 750 was spec'd with. But it certainly took some getting across the line. Ben said motor truck distributors were cautious at first regarding a 750 working on log cartage in Northland, and he credits his salesman Carl Capstick for the work he did getting the truck across the line. Under the floor is the D16G 16-litre Euro 5 engine, producing 560 kilowatts, 750 horsepower at 1600 RPM, and 3,550 newton metres, 2,618 pound-foot of torque from 1,050 to 1,400 RPM. Yes, there is a wee void between the two peak power outputs, but the numbers are so absurd that it doesn't matter. When torque begins to slip away, power is sitting around 534 kilowatts, and when power peaks, torque is still around 3,300 newton metres. Behind the engine is the I-shift 12-speed transmission with crawler gears, and up front is a pair of FA X-High straight axles rated at 13 tonne for the pair, sitting on 2-leaf parabolic springs and shocks. Rearward RTH 26110F hub reduction diffs with diff and cross locks rated at 26 tonne sit on RADD BR parabolic spring suspension, also at 26 tonne rating. Drivers today love power, said Ben, but it comes at a cost in terms of purchase price, fuel burn and usually a weight penalty. It is all very well having power, but it has to be used properly. I use I-roll feature constantly. It's in and out all the time. But all you need is someone that's not lifting their right foot off the go pedal and you miss all the benefits. If you give this thing all the berries, it'll drink. Don't you worry about that. The FH cab is a well-known place of refuge from the outside world. A phrase chosen wisely, we might add, because that's exactly what it is, a refuge. There are not many places that offer the quality of work environment that the FH does. There's space, storage, comfort and amenities. Things once thought impossible are now must-haves. I'll never own another truck that doesn't have a fridge, said Ben resolutely. The quality of assembly is as you'd expect from Volvo. The vinyl, rubber and plastic that lines the cavity is high on quality, serviceability and ease of cleaning. Access is fine, but don't fall, as you will have time to think about the impending impact on the way down. Ben is definitely a Volvo man, you won't change that, and he and his wife Leisa consider their purchases carefully. Following the FH13 540, the FH16 750 was certainly a combination of the trucker's work required with just a pinch of the truck he wanted thrown in. The FH16's normal work profile certainly lends itself to optimising its huge appetite for graft. Now from their experiences with the two, they have ordered what they think is the perfect rig for their application. The next truck on the order books is one we will make a point of catching up with once it has a few kilometres on the clock. It has been spec'd to deliver the perfect blend of compromise between the FH16's capabilities and capacity as well as the FH13's efficiency constraints. It certainly will make an interesting comparison. To get the entire rundown on this purpose-built Volvo FH16 750 for Reed Enterprises, then grab a copy and read the full story in the November 2019 issue of New Zealand Trucking Magazine, on sale now. Have a fantastic month out there and travel safe.